Greetings viewers and subscribers. So before we start today's stories, Mr. Raldane Johnson, he was popularly known as Muffy. He was a Jamaican actor. He passed away on Saturday, July 10th, 2021. It is said that he died as a result of a heart attack. Muffy, he was buried almost a month later. He was buried on Thursday, the 12th of August, 2021. Now, we are gonna play Muffy's best friend, Oliver Samuels, paying tribute to Muffy. Here goes.
It is trickster. Yes, man. Value make me nearly peep up myself in our elevator one time. Because I know me not like it. And as the elevator from where I come way from in the kitchen. And as we reach near down here, you say, "Ah!" And me think that the elevator popped down. All me could have do when me come out and realize that me not dead, I say I'm going to kill you. If I don't kill you, I don't name with me name. Value knows I'm afraid of worm. And me and Valier are that country down a sentence. And me beat Valier in a one domino game. And Valier go find a worm. And run come and say, poo, watch ya, whoop me on. And me whoop me hand so. And when I look and see the worm, I could have hung turn up and slip out so. And look at now when I realize and I let go the worm, me don't know where the cutlass come from in my hand. And I run him down. But I never catch him. Because if I did catch him, it would be before this. A human being, a wonderful human being has gone out of our lives. And we can only, not just theater. Valier, me and Valier shot. Me and Valier dream together. Me and Valier sit down in a bar. And we drink and we play one-arm bandit. And one night it looked like the machine and I work hard. Every drop we drop so we win money. And when we get filled because we have our come, we say, "Pooh, come and with me." He said, "No man, that money I drop." Me say, "Me not time because say, me no want the party to go realize say, sit now work and then go call me and beat with." And me say, "Value would have never left. And come out and go and bad." And me say, "Me go tell you man say we are thief for money." And then left and we walked miles, Value, myself and Teddy Price. We sit on Pantoum Anglican Church in a half a tree there. And we dream dreams. And when we get to the money, every time we take a oath, say anybody make get a commercial money first. We have to go near my food outside. And every time any one of us, Teddy, me and Value get the money, we call one another. And we head straight to Papi up a Lantern restaurant. No, that's not. No, they are country. Anybody know a lantern? Yes. And we got the and as Steady reminded us, Valier said, we not name pan nothing but white tablecloth because he make we look rich. So I have fond memories of him and I have had the great pleasure of watching and being involved in his children's life as they grow. He also in my children's life. So my brother, my friend, along and watch out. See if I roll for me. Because me and you are going to rub it up there. Not down there, up there.
Yeah, that's
right. May Mr. Raldane Johnson, a man who we grew up to know as Muffy, Oliver's sidekick, may his soul rest in peace. So, in our journey today, we are continuing where we left off yesterday. We are now at Little London in the parish of Westmoreland, and we are heading to Savlamar. Sit back, relax, and drive with me. Now, today, we have a few stories for you. In the last story, there has been some shootings in Montego Bay, Sun Valley to be exact. There was also one at Salt Spring Road, where Jimmy, he was taken out. What we are going to do in the last story, we are going to put everything in context so you can understand what has been happening. Well, not everything, because we are going to go back to June, when a man popularly known as Bones was taken out. Since the taking out of Bones, there has been a lot of reprisals and counter reprisals. We are going to tell you about them. Stand by for the last story. But first up, this incident, it took place at a tech store, a phone tech store on Namprel Road, Negril, in the parish of Westmoreland. It took place on Friday, the 13th of August 2021, almost 4 p.m. Our information is that the owner of this store, he and his sales clerk were inside of the store when two men entered the store. The men, we are told, they brandished guns and held up the two persons who were in the store. The hoodlums then proceeded to rob the owner of the store and his worker. They were robbed of a quantity of gadgets to include iPhone, Samsung 10, Amazon tablets, iPad Pro, and a MacBook Air laptop. The value of the items stolen is almost $1 million. They then made good their escape in a white Toyota Axio motor car that was parked at the front of the store. Our information is that the Negril police, they are carrying out investigation. It is said that the license plate for this car was also captured by video footage. So if and when there's an update in this story, we'll be letting you know about it. In this next incident, as we're about to start recording the video, we got some additional information in this story that we are going to bring to you. But we are not going to crowd up the video too much. We are going to tell you about the story. And later on, in a subsequent video, we are going to give you some information. This incident, it took place at Guns Drive. Now, Guns Drive is in the Granville police area. It took place just yesterday, Saturday, the 14th of August 2021, about 11 a.m. Our information is that residents of Guns Drive, they called the police after hearing loud explosions sounding like gunshots. The police, they went to investigate. On arrival, a man, he has been identified as Mr. Romaine Scott. He was 28 years old and he lived at Guns Drive in the parish of St. James. Romaine, he was seen lying on the roadway with what appeared to be gunshot wounds to his head and his upper body. He was taken to the Cornwall Regional Hospital, where he was pronounced DEAD. Like we said, we have been getting some information regarding this incident, and we will be updating it in a subsequent video. Stand by for it. Now, if you are here and you are watching our video, if you have not yet hit on the like button, remember, hit on it, yes or no. If you are not reminded sometimes, you are so caught up watching the video that you forgot to hit on the like button. And let me remind you, you are not liking the stories we are bringing. You are liking the fact that we are taking time out to do the research and bring the stories to you so that you are aware of what is happening. Now, over the past, well, for a while now, there has been conflict among some gangs in Montego Bay. In Glendevan, there is a gang popularly known as the Gym Team Gang. They are also known as the 5150 Gang. In Norwood, there is a grouping called 1452. Please ensure that you are following me. Now, the 1452 Gang and the Gym Team Gang, otherwise called 5150, they have been at loggerheads for a while now. Let us start from June. On Wednesday, the 2nd of June 2021, about 4:30 p.m., two men, they were standing along the roadway They were standing at Line 3 in Glendevan in the parish of St. James. One of the men, he has been identified as Mr. Andre Simpson. He was otherwise called Bones. He was 31 years old and he lived at Cornwall Courts in St. James. Bones was said to be an affiliate of the 1452 gang. At the time, it was reported that two motor vehicles drove up, a Toyota Axio and a Toyota Noah. The hoodlums in both vehicles, when they reached where Bones and the other man were standing and having a conversation, they wind down the windows of the vehicles and opened gunfire, hitting Bones. The hoodlums, they then sped away in both vehicles, making good their escape. Bones, who was clearly the target of the men, because the other man was not shot, he collapsed and succumbed to his injuries on the spot. At that time, we are told that a number of spent shells were recovered from the scene. So that was June 2nd, 2021. The very next day, the reprisal started. A man named Mr. Vernon Boswell, popularly known as Punch. He was a 28 years old wrecker driver and he lived at Sun Valley Road in the parish of St. James. Punch, he was at his family's business place when a white Toyota Axio motor car drove up. Two men, we are told, alighted from this car. Punch was shot. He ran off and fell in a ditch. And it is said that one of the men, he went over Punch and pumped some more bullets in him. The two hoodlums, they then made good their escape in the white Toyota Axio motor car that was parked nearby. So Punch's demise, our information is that it was a direct reprisal for the taking out of Bones the previous day. It is said that the attack on Punch was captured on video camera. As a result, a man, his name is Dwayne Minto. He's popularly called 1214. He is said to be aligned to the 1452 gang. 1214, he was arrested and charged for taking out Punch. We are also told that the police, they have identified the other suspect and has been searching for him. As a matter of fact, the said day when Punch was taken out, our information is that the police, they carried out a raid at Glendevan, where the other suspect, he ran leaving a 9mm pistol. He was at a premises, the police entered the premises, and he ran. So the police know who that suspect is. Like we said, 1214 has been charged for this offense. The reprisal for Punch's demise, it came on Tuesday, July 6th, 2021. Now, a man named Mr. Raldane Malcolm, 24 years old, and he lived at Sun Valley Road, Montego Bay, in the parish of St. James. We had carried a video before, and we said that Raldane and 1214 are brothers. We noticed that some persons from the Sun Valley Road area, they came in the comment section and were saying that 1214 and Raldane are not brothers. However, that's the information we were given. But even if they are not brothers, they grew up together. That picture that you are looking at on your screen is of a young 1214 and a young Raldane. So they grew up together. Like we were saying, Raldane and his girlfriend, they were at home at 19 Sun Valley Road on Tuesday, the 6th of July 2021, when early in the morning, about 3 a.m., they were awoken by men on the outside of their house. The men shouted, "Police, police, open the door." Our information is that Raldane, he became suspicious and decided against opening the door. The hoodlums, they used a piece of board to force open Raldean's door. They entered the house. 3 men, All three men were armed with AK-47 rifles. Raldean, he was taken out by the hoodlums at point blank range. Luckily, they did not harm Raldean's girlfriend. So Raldean's taken out, it was a direct reprisal for the attack on Punch the previous month. So here now is the reprisal for the taking out of Raldean. On Thursday, the 12th of August 2021, we are told that Richard Baker, otherwise called Bumpy, otherwise called Jimmy, otherwise called JIMGAD, he was at a funeral when he received a phone call from a lady. Well, we are told that he received several phone calls from this lady. They were supposed to meet somewhere. So JIMGAD, he drove and stopped at the Rosemount Daycare Center. The lady who he was supposed to meet with, she drove up in a white Toyota Axio motor car. But this was a setup. Two hoodlums who were in the car, they opened fire at JIMGAD. He was able to jump back in his car, drive down the road, saw a police unit, told them he was shot, and told the police who shot him. The police saw the Toyota Axio that the persons were traveling in. Yes, it's the same story we brought yesterday. The police saw the Toyota Axio the persons were traveling in, chased it. Two hoodlums who were in the car, they managed to escape. But the police, they found a weapon which is suspected to be the weapon that took out Jimmy. They also were able to intercept the Toyota Axio and arrested Sudeen. Sudeen, it is alleged, is the same lady who called Jimmy earlier to meet up with her. So Sudeen, she is in custody, as well as the weapon that was allegedly used to take out Jimmy. Because Jimmy was taken to the Cornwall Regional Hospital, went into surgery, where he succumbed to his injuries. That taking out of Jimmy, like we said, is a direct reprisal for the taking out of Raldean. About some minutes after 12 midnight, Friday, the 13th of August 2021, we are told that some hoodlums, they went to the family home of 1214. It is said that they threw bottle bombs on the family home. They also fired shots. No one was injured during this attack, but our information is that the family home of 1214, it was completely destroyed by fire. You see how everything is connecting? You see the reprisals and the counter reprisals? Later on that same day, Friday, the 13th of August 2021, a man named Cordel Hyde. He's 27 years old. He's a handyman and he lives at Chico Lane in Hendon Norwood. He was at Dee's Auto Pro and Car Wash at Sun Valley Road in Glendevon when he was attacked and taken out. He was shot multiple times. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape in the area. Now, Cordel, it is said that Cordel, you remember we tell you about a man who the police know who he is. It is alleged that he was involved in the demise of Punch. It is also alleged that he is involved in the demise of JIMGAD. This guy that was taken out, Cordel, it is said that he is the brother-in-law of that man. It is also said that Cordel, he and Sudeen, the woman that was arrested driving the getaway car, it is also said that they are very, very good friends. Let me tell you something. I don't know if and when this is gonna end, because everybody know everybody. Everybody used to be good friends, so them know where to find everybody else. And if you notice, they're not even a hurry, you know. They will wait a month before them strike. These guys, they have guns. They have money to buy bullets. If you notice some of the attacks, 20 odd bullets being fired, 3 men being armed with AK-47 rifles. They are determined. And like I said, they know where to find each other. I don't know when this will stop or if it will stop, but trust me, it's gonna be even more serious. Sad to say, but it's gonna be more deadly. There's gonna be more persons losing their lives as a result of this. And yes, I know that some of you are gonna come in the comment section. You're gonna say we are preaching doom and gloom. We are not preaching doom and gloom. Like I always tell you, we are being realistic. We used to Montego Bay when it used to be the friendly city. To say it is still the friendly city would mean that we are dreaming. We have to face reality as it is, not as it was. So please, don't bother concuss me. I am just the messenger. I am telling you what is happening. It's for you, the people in Montego Bay, the people in Salt Spring Road, the people in Norwood, the people in Glendevon, the law-abiding citizens in these areas. It's for you to do something about it. These guys, you know where them hide the guns. These guns are not to protect you, because they might have it now and say yes, it's for protection. But you try this them. You try style them according to them and see if those same guns will not be turned on you. You have to stand up. Yes, they're going to come in the comment section and say me an informer, blah, blah, blah. But let me tell you something. It pains my heart where on a daily basis, I have to come here and be reporting on these atrocities. And when you look and see what these guys are fighting for Danship, who want to be the Dan, who have the most money, who can buy the biggest tall up, who can make the most dopey. We as a people, we have to wise up. We have to smart up. We have to brave up. The mayhem continues. Blessed love on this Sunday, everybody.